Hello there, fellow summoners. MaddogHT here. Got the second to the last war of Season 26 going up. And here's just a quick reminder. Restart the game before you get into really important fights if you have been in the game for a while. They supposedly were going to fix this, but this is just showing you that I've taken all the precautions necessary to make sure that the game didn't crash and lag, and it makes all the difference. So this is node 5 going up path 2 in section 1. Power struggle, strike counter fury against this Iron Man Infinity War. And so if you know anything about Iron Man Infinity War, he does not gain normal combat power rate compared to pretty much all champs. So you do have to hit him more to get him to a full bar of power. And that can be problematic with strike counter fury because you need to be throwing specials in order to reset your strike counters, otherwise he's going to get a ton of those furies. Well, Thing totally doesn't care about any of that, and all I really need to worry about in this fight is making sure I keep an eye on his passive armor ups. If he gets to 3, gets close to 4, I need to make sure I'm throwing heavies because I don't want to get auto blocked and smacked. You know, even though I do have protection up pretty much almost the full fight, you know, you still don't want to get hit and get slapped around. And yeah, we're just going to ignore trying to throw any specials, and Thing is just going to beat this Iron Man Infinity War down with just his normal hits. I've already built up to the max 60 fury, so my attack is pretty high. It's going to be around 7k unboosted, and then I have some boost on, obviously, for war. And so there he goes. He has 4 armor ups. So if we're going to hit him, we need to throw some parries. I'm just going to let a bunch of those fall off and then smash away. And then once he gets down to the 15% range, we just need to hit him with heavies and make sure that he goes down. And so I think this is a decent placement because I think you have less counters available. Obviously, you know, a counter that probably a lot would use would be Magneto. I don't have Magneto, but he certainly would be able to bypass a lot of this stuff and get those perfect blocks and all that stuff. So but yeah, we're going to use Thing, and we're getting close. We're under the 15%. He's got that passive power gain now, so he's going to be throwing a lot more specials. I mean, he's already at 99 max fury, so like if I got hit without protection up, it would be devastating. But yeah, you can see he's got 99 furies. I got 99% health. I've taken like no damage that whole fight, even though his attack was probably, I don't know, in the millions. I don't know, hundreds of thousands. So super high attack. So now we're going to go up. We're going to basically do the same technique against this Dr. Doom. It's just a rank 5, which is nice that it's not a rank 3. It's going to be a little bit quicker than you know, a big rank 3 would be. But it's got power focus 1. I'm not going to worry about his Hazarat because I'm not going to have to knock him down. Don't have to worry about the shocks because Thing is shock immune. This guy has some Mystic Dispersion. It's nothing too crazy. It maybe looks like 3 out of 5. And I'm just going to try to prevent myself from like getting the dex and just smash away at this guy. And you know, I'm doing these 4-hit combos. There, I do dex back. You can see like the Mystic Dispersion on that. Maybe it's probably only 2. That only look like maybe 2 out of 5. But you know, he could get to special 2 with this power focus 1 with the Mystic Dispersion. Otherwise, it's going to be really hard to push him up to that. And because we don't have to knock him down and throw our specials, and we don't have to worry about the shock damage, and if we do get some of that brute force damage, the protection can bypass a lot of it. And here we go, throws it. We're going to immediately counter. Don't have to worry about shock. Thing is just a really, really great option here. Now, do have to make sure that you don't get tagged by the first part of his special one, because I have 3 bars. If he throws that, he's going to have Hazareth, and then he's going to steal 2 bars of power, and then he'd have an unblockable special 2, which you'd have to fully dex, and if you miss that full dex, those incinerates would rip a new one once that protection fell off. So that's pretty much the only thing that I have to worry about. But you can see I've taken like hardly any damage, and Doom is an absolute monster. He's a tank, and the block damage, the block penetration is real, but I only lost 8% health on that whole fight. Thing is amazing. His sig ability is incredible. So there we go, got a 100 hit fight. Looks like I did mess up on one of the dexes. I didn't see that when I was reviewing that video, but hardly any damage taken. So now this was a error in our battle group. We had a miscommunication about who was going to take this fight and how, and yeah, so I'm coming in as cleanup, which a rank 5 red Hulk on this node should not be a problem. But yeah, anyways, we lost an attack bonus, unfortunately. I'm going to come in and clean up. So you're going to notice towards the end, even though he does have those Furies and he does have the heat charges, the protection when it activates is protecting me from the big heat damage. So yeah, I basically don't have to worry about much damage with the parries, even though he's got a bunch of Furies at 10 heat charges. And we're just going to apply the same routine, even though it's a pretty low health fight to start with. We're just going to make sure we just do our normal thing on strike counter Fury with Thing and just smash away, and we clean up. So unfortunate that we lost one to that fight, but yeah, it happens. So next up we have node 22. This has the power snack node. It's gonna have backup recovery at 50%, outlast, and this one has ManThing on it. So like last war I took a rank 3 ManThing on this fight, and he had like 4 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion. It was a lot longer fight, a lot harder to manage the the power from his Mystic Dispersion, from the Pustules falling off, and the dexterities, and you have to be careful about when you threw a special, when you got the unstoppables and the unblockables. Now you can see with this fight, when a Pustule falls off, boom, just a tiny tick, maybe 2 out of 5. It looks more just like 1 out of 5 Mystic Dispersion. So I'm more freely able to throw specials and just not have to worry about Mystic Dispersion at all. And he's not going to get pretty much any extra power gain that's significant. And we just need to make sure that we be careful around the 50% threshold. And I think I accidentally throw a special 3 here before I knock him over. Can't remember if I did or not, or if that was just from the last war's video. But really just need to make sure you be careful. Nah, so that was last war. This war, get him over 50%, bait the special, and then smash away. Because you don't want that backup recovery kicking in when he's got like 2 bars of power and shoots him up to a special 3 because he doesn't throw a special, and then you have to eat that. That's just no good. So yeah, Thing is my main counter for ManThing for pretty much all nodes that I've encountered him on. And yeah, we're gonna throw off a big special 3. We get the perfect damage. Let's see how much damage this does. I should have been at max fury already. 37,000. Now that was 34,000, but pretty decent damage when you can't crit. And then we just smash away all. Boom. Thing takes care of business. And we're going to move into section 2, and we're going to take on the EMP node, which has this is node 24, EMP, Burden of Might, enhanced energy attacks, and rolling thunder. And you can see, like, again, I'm resetting, getting a fresh restart, because now this was about 3 weeks ago, and even now mid-July, mid-June, we still have this problem where the game is just lagging and crashing, and you don't want to give up a death to the game crashing on you when you start up, or you just give up a death because of the lag that's in the fight. But for this fight, Thing is great for pretty much most of the counters that are put on here, because he's shock immune. Don't have to worry about the EMP. You can dex and trigger buffs all you want. You will get your power drained here and there from dexes falling off and whatnot, but not a big concern. For this Professor X, you just got to make sure you're keeping an eye on that falter combo timer. When it drops down from 1 to nothing, make sure you get in a whiff, trigger the passive falter, and then just keep smashing. If you do trigger a dex, you can parry and hit and special immediately and get your special off before the power is drained, so just keep that in mind. But otherwise, this is just a fairly normal Professor X fight. If you do get hit by this dude though, because of Rolling Thunder and the enhanced energy attacks, it will hurt. So you better make sure you do not mess up. Make sure you land your parries. Make sure you're keeping an eye on that falter. Swing in there, back off, and then go back to town, just smashing away. And yeah, pretty straightforward fight. We're about to take this guy down. I think I'm going to just go for it right here. Yeah, and we get the big cannonball victory kill. And we're gonna move on into the latter part of section 2. We move up and we're gonna wait. I'm waiting until I have enough energy to where I can reach the last fight that I was going to be assigned to, which is the Polka Dot Power Apocalypse. But first up we have Hulk. This is Vigor, Indomitable. Basically you got to do 25% on each timer cycle, and if you don't, basically heals back up 25%. I'm not too worried about the healing right now. All I want to do is make sure that I can get Guillotine 2099 charged up and take this guy out with a special 3. I think I'm going to throw a special 2 here to build up some combo, because the more combo I have, the more attack that I have. And if I can potentially get up to 100 plus combo in this fight, I'm going to get all that energy damage. But I just need to make sure that I finish with a special 3. If I don't finish with a special 3, that's a big problem. And if I'm going too fast and I don't have a special 3 ready, I can just back off and let him heal up and then go back. I just need to not slip up. I think I take some block damage here and there. I do have my 6 combo shield charges. The Spectre is not going to be able to reverse because it's got Indomitable, but it's going to prevent any healing if I don't push him over the 75, 50, 25% marks. But yeah, I just need to make sure that I, keep the combo is not that critical in this fight, but it will help with the damage output. But finish with an L3 and basically don't get whacked. I think I do take some, oh no, there, I do get hit. I go in when he does trigger the face me, whatever is the Hulk smash thing, where basically is unstoppable. Yeah, luckily I had the combo shields up, helped me not lose my combo. We're pretty much in kill range. I think we're gonna get him on this next combo. Yes, 5% and under, guaranteed kill, guaranteed to carry over that 100 combo for the next fight that I use Guillotine in, and that's what I needed. Thank you, Gulk. We'll see you next time, and we're gonna move on to the next fight with Mr. Sinister. So Mr. Sinister on this node has Buffet and Lionheart. We're going to go in with Human Torch. We're not going to use our pre-fight because we're going to use that elsewhere. His Incinerate debuffs do not trigger Lionheart, which is very, very nice. Even though it does do a reversal of the regens, like just by like their ability, by his built-in abilities, it doesn't trigger Lionheart, interesting enough. And then anytime that he's going to throw his special ones, I'm just going to block those. I don't want to trigger the Buffet. He's giving me all of those Incinerates back, which are building up my Smolder, which are making them more potent. And I'm not going to throw my special 2 simply because I do have the synergy with Thing that's going to give me a Fury, and I don't want to trigger the Buffet. And I think I can throw a special 3. Perfect damage again. And yeah, this Sinister is just going to be melting right after this. Got the Nova Flames going, get 1 from the special 3. There's 3 more, and he's dead. So that worked out really, really well. Mr. Sinister goes down, no problem. And then next up we got this interesting one. So we got Moleman, Buffet, Strike Counter Fury on node 46. And our guy placed a pre-fight White Magneto, plus I went in and placed my pre-fight Torch. And he can't shrug off my stuns. He can't shrug off the Nova Flames. And we're just gonna keep parrying medium, light, medium. I'm not gonna worry about the strike counter, and we're just gonna parry all of anything that he throws at me, his specials. And before you know it, this dude has melted and stung himself to death, and we have won the fight. Here we go. I think there he goes. He throws a special. Dead. I was like, what, 20 something hits? Moleman. That was a pretty simple fight. Class disadvantage, no problem. He had 25 hits. So we take that down. We move up. Got some guys to provide some energy. Now we're on node 53. This is Polka Dot Power, Stunning Reflection, Stun for an ability. And we're gonna go and guillotine. We put a health pot or whatever into her to make sure that she was healed up. Really didn't need it, but she had decent health. But we need every attack bonus and everything that we can get in these last couple wars, because we need to land that Platinum 1 finish. And we're just gonna be doing a lot of block baiting and try to push him to special 2, and then we're just gonna parry, block, back up, and just keep smashing. Cut our combos early, block bait, trigger his heavy, go back in, just repeat. Pretty easy here. Just need to make sure you do not parry. You're gonna get lit up. And I think I tried to get back to my special 3 just as like a safety net in case we needed my guillotine for the other 2 fights, which shouldn't have been a problem. But I do get backed up here. I parry that, block those, and I think he starts to hit into my block. No. We get an intercept. I think we get backed up here in just a second. Maybe it's with this special too. Yeah, we're like up against the wall now. Block all that. And I thought, I'm like, can I get to a special 3? And I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna, yeah, there was like nothing left. The only way that I'm gonna get power is from Polka Dot. So I'm like, no, we're just gonna finish that, intercept his heavy, and we get the kill, get the solo. No deaths this war for me. That was all that I had to contribute for this war. We had a Spider Ham, I think we took with Archangel pre-fight White Magneto, and then a MODOK boss that we had Turtle come in with his Killmonger. We did come up with the win. It was a good job to Team Game Noob TGGN. So I had 9 fights, 9 kills, no deaths. One of those fights was that assist on the Red Hulk. But on the season, I got 88 fights, 87 kills, 1 death. We moved up 6 spots in Platinum 1 to rank number 12. We're 7-4 on the season, which is pretty much right where we want to be. We're pretty much guaranteed no matter what happens this last war. But our goal was always to be 8-4. 8-4 would pretty much guarantee it locked in at Platinum 1, being in Tier 2. So yeah, we'll see how we finish out this last war. I'll have that posted here fairly shortly. Thanks for watching, fellas, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.